Welcome back to Kearney Creek Farm, and just a quick video. I just wrapped up a video where I put these new Klein Coat grips on this vintage set of Kleins. I think it turned out real nice. And I was going to put it in the toolbox next to these. I have other pliers in the toolbox over there. And I started looking at these, and I just realized how I pulled them out and I held them in my hand, and I realized that these are just gangly, and just the craftsmanship in tool making is almost gone. They're functional. Everything's very sharp and right angle cuts, and there's a little bit of roundness here, but it's more of obviously it's machined to be a little bit more rounded there. But it just doesn't feel good in my hand. Of course it works, but then I grabbed these again, and they just felt like they were more balanced, and the edges are rounded and everything's kind of more refined. So it made me think, I'm going to go around and grab every set of lineman plier or linesman plier that I have here on the farm. What I've got here is, of course, these Husky ones here. These are Milwaukee, Klein, and Ideal. Now, if I compare these to, say, the Milwaukee, these are kind of the intermediate between the Klein and the Husky, I'd say. They have a very similar pivot point there. You can see this pivot point here is just different in how it's machined. And these are very similar. Let me grab these pair of Kleins here and see. So they actually all went to this style of I guess joint, or whatever you want to call it. So that kind of makes these a little bit different. These feel more balanced in the hand. And I realize also that these are called a 8NE. I'm not sure you can see that in the camera there. These Kleins are a 9NE. So they're apparently a 9-inch handle, and these are an 8-inch handle. You can kind of see how they're a little bit longer there. These grips are actually a little bit longer. They don't go all the way to the end like this, more of a dipped grip. So it's actually back here more. So they're about an inch longer. And then I also realized that these are also a Klein 8NE, and they are similar in length. Once again, these grips are a little bit, they don't go all the way to the end. So these are probably the most similar as far as the size. But for some reason, these vintage pliers feel better, to the point where I might just take these to work with me, bring my Knipex pliers back, and put them with the rest of these tools just to be used here on the farm. I think I'm almost falling in love with these things, to the point where if I could go back in time, I probably never would have bought any of these pliers. I would have gone on eBay and I would have looked for more of these lightly used vintage pliers and save myself some money, because you're looking at these Klein 9-inchers are probably, I haven't priced these recently, so I could be way off, but maybe they're $40 to $50. The Milwaukee are probably $35, $40, $45, I don't know. Of course, these are pretty cheap. They're maybe $20 for a pair of these. So if something like that got lost here on the farm or damaged or whatever, it wouldn't make me cry at all. But these on eBay, I think I paid $17, $18 for these, and the grips are, I think, $9, $8, $7. So we're talking maybe $25 total, 30 at the very, very top, compared to $45, $50 for a pair of these, which I just realized I must have damaged those. Well, that's wonderful. But these somehow still have no nicks in the cutting blades. So there you go. If I can go back in time, I would go vintage. They just have a better feel to them, in my opinion. I don't know. I can't put a word on it. I can't put my feelings into words here as far as how these feel. They just feel natural. But that's it. That's all I got to say about these pliers. I appreciate all you guys and gals stopping by the farm here, and we'll see you next time.